Hi, my name is Josh Wesfield, and I'm reporting to you live from the IDC studio in Herzliya under Israel Under Fire. We're coming to you with breaking news today. I have Zoe Jurkowski here with me. We breaking news. We just got in from Tel Aviv that a bus just exploded. There are about 15 to 20 people injured on this bus. So Zoe, being a student here in the IDC, you're studying, what are you studying here?
Communications.
Communications. And what year are you?
First year.
First year. So how does this feel for you, this whole situation now? You know, a bus exploded, there's people injured, everything's going on in the south. Like, how does this feel for you? Sorry, where are you from again?
I'm from Southern California.
Southern California.
Something like this feels, it makes things a lot more real. You know, when things are going on in the south, of course, it's worrisome and upsetting, and you want to do everything you can to prevent it from happening. And you're sad that people are going through this, but it's not as, you know, I didn't imagine at first that it would possibly affect my life so much. You know, I watched it on the news, I listened to it on the radio, but
you see people kind of suffering in the south, but, you know, when it actually comes to your home, that's
it's a lot different. And like, even within Israel, watching it happening in the south, it's like watching it from America happen. You know, it's still, you're still in your little bubble of safety. So, you know, once the rockets started landing in the Merkaz, and then again, in Jerusalem, that was like the first time that, for me, that I heard the siren.
You were there for the siren when it went off?
Yeah, and Shabbat had just started, and the siren went off, and I didn't really believe that it was real. And at first I denied it. I was like, no, that can't be a siren. That's the wind coming through the window. Like, it's not a siren. And then once we established that it was a siren, I kind of just paused for a moment, and, you know, your heart kind of stops beating for a second, and you realize that, like, you know, you gotta try to think rationally, go to a shelter, and this is the real thing. This isn't a joke anymore. This isn't something just to talk about.
Are your parents worried about you? Have they been calling you nonstop from California? At
first they surprised me and they weren't so worried, but now you know, there's randomly, if I forget to call them before I go to sleep at night now, in the morning I wake up to a very long amount of missed calls and messages. Let me know you're okay, let me know you're okay, because I mean,
I'm sure also after, you know, what we're seeing here in Tel Aviv, I'm sure they must be extra worried now. You know, we live close to Tel Aviv. You live in Givat Shmuel, right, which is near Tel Aviv. I'm sure they're more scared now. Yeah,
and also, like, it's, you know, before we have with the rockets, we have the siren, we have warning, we have the Iron Dome to protect us. With something like this happening, it kind of changes the balance of all of it. You know, it's just constant fear of who knows what's coming.
Right, and that's scary because that's kind of what the terrorists want. You know, that's what the Hamas wants, is for us to live in fear and to instill that, like, to be scared to go outside and to be scared to do anything with our friends. And, you know, I mean, they try to tell us that the best way to get through is to live on with life and to move on, and that's not to try to let it affect you. But, you know, when things are happening like this in Tel Aviv, here, I understand what you're saying. So, anything else? But, have you heard from anything from your friends in the States?
Yeah, they've been expressing concern. A lot of people have been saying they wish that they were here, and I honestly, like, I think that right now the best thing that they could be doing is just spreading the, you know, helping with the effort of presenting the accurate information, because I don't think being here, you know, I think right now I feel helpless being here. There's very little I can do from being in Israel to help.
Have you been doing anything?
Facebook,
spreading the...
you know, I want to get more involved with what's going on here at IDC with all that, but other than that, it's like, because of my own limits, and also the weird thing is that you also have school going on. Like, you have your normal life happening at the same time, and it's so unnatural to go from thinking about, you know, right now I'm thinking about how a bus exploded in the middle of a city nearby, and I'm worrying about my paper that's due in a few days, you know, and it's like, how, you know, it's nothing I ever thought I'd have to.
And have you been there before, to the area where the bus blew up?
Yeah, no, I was
near
there
the Israeli mall.
2 days ago. I was right there. So it's just that, you know, it's a very, with the rockets and stuff, it seems like, you know, it seems like a distant topic still, but something like this, it can happen at any time.
Brings it closer to home.
yeah, who knows? I hope I hope it was this, and then that's it. But you know.
Let's hope for that. Amen. Okay. Well, thank you very much to Zoe Jurkowski, studying communications first year in the IDC, and we'll be back with you live later for more broadcasts. Have a good day.
Wait. We're going live to somebody. We're going live to Chodesh, Dan Gildoni in Tel Aviv.
What am I asking?
What? We're going to get Dan Gildoni.
Okay. Are we live? Probably.
Dan?
Yep.
Hello. Okay, sorry about that. We're live again here. We're trying to get through to one of the medics who was in the field right now during the bus explosion. Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, who am I speaking with?
You're speaking with Dan Gildoni, a Yichud Hatzala volunteer.
Dan Gildoni, a Yichud Hatzala volunteer. Okay, great. Okay, so we're live with him on the phone. Dani, what can you tell us? What happened? Where were you when it happened, and what did you do?
I was at work in the diamond exchange, and the first announcement of something that's going on was from one of our volunteers that reported a bombing, a bomb sound. Unfortunately, being used in Yichud Hatzala to these kind of incidents, we didn't wait for the second announcement, and each and every Yichud Hatzala personnel left his job, got on the ambulance bike, and got to the scene.
Okay, and where were you one of the first people there? Like, when did you get there?
We got there, yes, we were among the first people here. I mean, when we got here, there was already a big amount of police, many policemen, many patrols. Again, the Widawsky started coming as well.
Okay,
apparently the injuries or the people that were on the bus evacuated the bus immediately. And we started patrolling around the close proximity to look for casualties.
Okay, and can you describe exactly what happened to the bus? Like, what type of explosion was it? How big was it?
The explosion seems to be big. We don't know yet. They don't know yet what kind of bomb it was, or if it was a grenade, or exactly what it was that exploded the bomb. But the bus looks smoky. All the windows exploded.
Okay, and how are the injured people? What were the type of injuries, and what did they look like, and were they all evacuated?
The casualties, most of them, 10 casualties, most of them are not severely injured. A variety of wounds, and they were evacuated to the Ichilov hospital immediately.
Right, and from what I understood, there was a fear that there was another bombing. I think that was according to the police. Were you guys aware of that in the scene? Were you guys taking cautious measures when you heard that?
Caution measures, of course. They evacuated the entire team, the entire medical team, both Mad'a and Yichud Hatzala, away from the scene, hoping there won't be another bomb exploding in the bus.
Right.
But it was an ongoing event, and another event occurred in the Israeli, very close to the Israeli diamond exchange. Apparently 3 casualties there, and a suicide bomber that was apparently captured. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but that's what the rumors say.
Right. And how many people are usually in that area where the bus was? I understand it's Tel Aviv near the Borsa. Is that a usually very populated area?
It is a very populated area, especially because it's an area that has many bus stations that are on a central route going from Tel Aviv out to Petah Tikva and bringing people from outside into Tel Aviv.
Right. And do you think it was quiet? Do you think it's quieter nowadays because of the rockets, or because of the whole situation in the south, or life is just moving on as normal?
Not really in Tel Aviv. It seems that business is as usual in Tel Aviv. Business as usual, coffee shops open as usual, businesses as usual. But I guess business was as usual up to this moment today, where we go back to another threat that comes back to Tel Aviv.
Right. And in the past, we've seen, we've seen many bombs over the past, decade, since the early 2000s, bus bombings, especially in Yerushalayim and some in Tel Aviv. How, this had about 10 casualties. How does it compare to the other bombings that we've seen in the past?
Well, Baruch Hashem, the number of casualties is much, much lower.
Right. And why do you think that is?
I can't say. I don't know the strength of the bombing itself. I don't know what exactly happened there, bomb-wise.
Right.
But,
and do you think it's because there's less people out now, or it just happened that way? Are people afraid to leave their houses to go out in the streets?
No. Again, as I said, business is as usual in Tel Aviv. People are outside. People are working. People are shopping. People are going to the theater, cinema. Everything is as usual.
Right.
Hard for me to say why the number of casualties is low, but I'm very happy that's the case, and let's hope we won't have any more than we have up to now.
Right. As an Ichud Hatzala volunteer, I understand that there's many volunteers. How many of your volunteers were on the scene in Tel Aviv?
Which is a great question, and very interesting to see how in no time volunteers of Ichud Hatzala, I guess at least 40 of them, if not more, came from all around the area on their ambulance bikes in no time, and were ready to start working and to treat injured.
Okay, actually, we're getting an update right now. Yep. Sorry, Don, we're getting an update right now. There's a Tzeva Adom. There's a red alert in the Eshkol area in the south. Okay, so continue. Sorry.
I'm saying so. About 40 volunteers got to the scene immediately.
Right.
From the entire area, and started patrolling the area to find casualties that ran away from the bus and ran away from the explosion. And were able to find 2 or 3 casualties. They were transferred to the ambulances, and from there to the hospital.
Right. Okay. Well, Don, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And you're doing really amazing work out there with all of Ichud Hatzala and the medical teams out there.
Maybe this is a good time to say that in these times we need at Ichud Hatzala as many volunteers as we can get. So if anyone listening has any kind of medical education or wants to come and join one of our courses, we'll be more than happy to have them. We need you, and we need to save lives.
Okay, that's great. Thank you very much, Don. Have a good day. Keep well. Stay safe.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so that was Don. Thank you very much. Stay tuned for more updates, more live broadcasting later. Israel Under Fire. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.